Wisconsin about the issues most important to them. Hilario, Luke, and Sabrina are going door to door in Milwaukee County talking to voters about November's presidential election. In a historically blue county, both sides are trying to tip the scales for a bigger win than the 2020 election. Our Brendan Jones has the story.
The next house is down this way.
With 2 weeks until Election Day, every knock of the door is crucial.
Really just getting out and connecting with, some Trump voters, some people that are undecided, and maybe even some Democrats if we run into them, and just have a nice conversation to show that we can still be civil and talk things out.
Hilario De Leon is the Republican county chair here in Milwaukee, a Democratic stronghold. In 2020, President Joe Biden carried 69% of the votes in the county. President Donald Trump, only 29%.
We're out here, of course, door knocking.
Flipping Milwaukee from blue to red would be a tall task, but they're focused on a smaller goal.
If we increase our voter percentage even by a few points from 2020, just a couple points, sometimes that's all it takes to win Wisconsin.
President Biden carried the state by less than a percentage point in 2020, meaning just a few thousand votes in key counties can flip the state.
The best way to campaign is always campaign like you're one vote behind.
Which candidates do you plan on voting?
I am going to wake up that morning and decide which one I dislike the least.
But Vice President Kamala Harris's campaign isn't being complacent. They say they've knocked on 1 million doors in the state since Harris announced her campaign. Sabrina Jordan has helped get them there.
Canvassing is probably the biggest activity because you're talking to people face to face, you're knocking on doors.
She says the campaign's main goal in the last 2 weeks is to make sure voters get to the polls in this county. They want to preserve or even grow the lead they enjoyed in 2020. Her strategy is telling the story of how she went from being a non-voter to working with the campaign.
And I can tell you that's been very, very effective when you can relate to people in a real way and they know that you're not just selling to them.
Both sides hope these knocks send their candidate to the White House. In Milwaukee, Brendan Jones, TMJ4 News.